Morning, America. How we doing today? Let's see what we got here. People, hi, Don. Don T. Rump is #1 today. All right, cool. So anyway, going to make a very short video today. It's not one of these long, drawn-out, visit sessions. It's basically about the Starlink system, how I got the Starlink antenna mounted to the RV. So we'll get right to it. Let's go out there and check it out. And I've got my mic on and everything, so hopefully the audio is good. There's a little breeze today, and hopefully that won't matter. But we come out here on the bus, and let me turn you around. Come out here on the bus, and I went and bought a flagpole. It's a flagpole from Harbor Freight, and there's one out in the yard out here. It's the same flagpole right there for the yard. Okay, it's a telescoping flagpole. It's, I don't know, it's 80 bucks or something like that down at Harbor Freight. Pam's going to town to get some groceries, I think. And I've got it mounted out here. And all I've done is these are magnets, real strong, heavy-duty fishing magnets. They're like 700-pound pull fishing magnets. Now, they don't pull that hard because this is thin sheet metal, but you put that on something heavy like a table saw or something like that, those things, you can't hardly get them off. But on this thinner sheet metal, it doesn't have that 700-pound pull. But anyway, built this little bracket here. Basically, it's like a cup holder, and this sits down inside of it. And I've only got it extended that one little piece. These are all unextended. I could extend that way up there, but I don't really need to because there's no trees around here to get in the way. And one of the things about Starlink was when I got it out of the box, it was so simple to set up. I mean, it was just super, super simple to set up. I pulled it out of the box, and the antenna was laying there on the top. You pull it out, and then there's what do they call it? Let me sit you down here. Sorry. A little stand you put on the ground or whatever, and you just set that in there, and you can mount it right on the ground. Well, I had it mounted out here in the yard, and the bus and the building were kind of in the way. So I wanted to mount it on here. So what I did is I put this pole up here. These are just a couple magnets up here. So for me to take this down, let me back you up here. Let me back you up here a little bit. And hopefully that won't blow over. There's a little bit of a breeze today. But all you have to do is just get enough slack in your cord. You just pick this up and then put it at an angle, and you can pull it out. Okay, and whoop, I'm sorry, I'm winging this, folks. I'm winging this. But anyway, I built this metal bracket here, and it works kind of like a cup holder. You just pick that up and set that down inside there. You run the cable up. You put that on top. You wedge it in between these two magnets up here, and set it down in there, and that keeps it from wiggling around, okay? And the magnets are plenty strong to hold it in place, okay? And then from there, on whatever kind of RV you have, I have a school bus here, but whatever kind of RV you have, you run the cable in. I went up through the floor, there's 2 layers of floor, one for the top of the box and then the actual floor itself. And I run that cable inside to the router. And I'll take you in there and show you that router real quick, all right? So, get stuff out the way, sit you down. So, underneath here is where it comes out of the floor, and it comes up into this cubby hole here, up through the holes, and I've got a hole drilled over here for wires to come in, and there's the router right here. It's just a little, like a regular looking router at your house. And that's it. It's just super, super simple. So basically, you plug it in. There's a power cord that's plugged in at the outlet under here. Power cord goes over to it, and then it's a mini HDMI cable, but it's not just any. It's a special one from Starlink, and it comes with the kit. You plug it into the back of that, run it down through the hole in the floor, down into that box, and all the extra cable, 75-foot long cable, I've got it all wound up and stored in the box that Starlink came in. All right, and then run the rest of the cable on up to the antenna. Okay, plug it all in. It was super easy. You take it out of the box, you mount it all up there, you plug it in, and it starts working. I mean, it's just that simple. You've already done all your login when you ordered the thing. It was just unbelievably easy. But I just wanted a really quick video here showing you how the Starlink system works on this thing. And it's Wi-Fi. And then once you've got that hooked up, you turn your TV on, and it's got to be a smart TV or what do they call it? A fire stick, you know, something like that on a TV. It's not a smart TV. We have a fire stick on this plugged into the back of the TV, and when you turn the TV on, you use your TV to search for the internet. And when you see Starlink, and you just click on that, it asks for a password. You put your password in, and it's hooked up. It's that quick. You grab your phone, your cell phone, do the same thing with your cell phone. You can hook that to that. You can hook, the TV in the shop is hooked to that, okay? Everything, and the speeds on it, we're just south of Dallas here, and I'm on the RV plan, of course, and the speeds vary quite a bit. During the day, from like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or no, it was 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. or something like that. 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. The speeds vary everywhere from 5 megabytes a second all the way up to 100 megabytes a second. You know, they're all over the place. Depends on where the satellite is at the time, okay? And but after 11 o'clock, this thing, it's not throttled anymore, and I get speeds of 150, 200. I've had 190 some megabytes per second. You know, it's just unbelievably fast. And because it's so fast, it can handle a lot of different devices. Okay. Now, during the day when I'm watching TV and the satellite goes over, it's really nice, crystal clear. You know, HD. All right, sorry about that. I got in here on the, I started the video up, I started the live stream up on the cell phone signal, and once I get inside the bus here, I lose my internet. It's like a big Faraday cage. So anyway, I just switched over the phone to Wi-Fi with the Starlink, and you're going through Starlink right now, okay? And it works real good. What I was saying was, when the satellite goes over the top, and a satellite goes overhead, you've got a really good, strong, you know, 15, 25 megabyte signal. I mean, it's really fast. But when the satellites get way off toward here and another one hasn't come by yet, you know, sometimes it'll dumb the TV down, and you'll see it's not high def anymore. It's more like a 720 or maybe even a 480. That's because it's it's daytime and it's being throttled, okay? And it doesn't have a really good signal. Now, that should change the more satellites they have up, okay? But it usually only lasts for maybe a minute of lower quality video, and then it pops right back up to high definition again. So it works really well. I'm really happy with it. I bought it. The kit was like 700 and some bucks for the kit to buy the hardware, and then right after I bought it, I get an email from Starlink saying that they're going to raise the price to $150 a month, which is this month or next month or something like that. So it's going to be for the RV plan, it's going to be 150 bucks a month, and it's a little expensive, I think, but it works. You know, it flat works, and especially when you're out, really out in the boonies camping somewhere, and you don't have a real good cell service signal or something, you can't use your cell phone for the TV. The Starlink will work just pretty much everywhere. I think the way they talk, the service is better out west than it is east. I don't know why. The satellites are flying all over the place up there. You can go on these websites and stuff and see. But there's a YouTube video, and I'll try to link it to the bottom of this video later on. It shows how Starlink works, and it's quite impressive that somebody invented this. I mean, I'm quite impressed. I don't know how much Elon Musk had to do with it. I think he was just the guy that came up with the idea, and he put engineers and stuff and computer scientists and everything on there to figure it all out, because it's a really neat system how it works. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how I mounted mine. Basically, I got the idea from this on rodeo. When you have rodeo, At the beginning of the rodeo, they play the national anthem, and they have a the rodeo queen. She's on horseback, and she's got a flagpole with the American flag on it. She races around the arena. Well, they take that flagpole and they put it down. There's a cup down there by the stirrup, and you can put that pole, the flagpole, down in that stirrup. So it's held at the bottom and it's held at the top. And they gave me that idea to put it in that cup and hold it at the bottom and top. But it's easy to just pick up, take down, stow everything in that bottom storage bin. Basically, put it back in the box. Travel to wherever you want to go, and as soon as you get there, you can take it out, put it right back up, and the first thing you do, you park, you level the bus out, you get out and you put your pole up, and you got your internet just that quick. So super happy with it. It works great, and like I said, it's a little expensive, I think, but rockets ain't cheap. So that's what I thought. They what do you call it? After I bought it and started using it, Starlink sent me a questionnaire. How do you think? What do you think about it and everything? And I went through all the questions, like 20 questions or something like that. How are you using it and whatever? And finally, there's one at the very end. What's the best quality? What do you think about it the statement form? What do you think about everything? It wasn't just a check yes or no kind of thing. And I typed in, hey, it works great. It was super simple to fix and set up and everything. It's just a little expensive, I think. But like I said, and I said that on the things, but rockets ain't cheap. They got to put all them satellites up there. It costs a lot to get set up. But I think it's a great system. So that's just my way of mounting it. And if I get into an area where it's a lot of trees around, I can extend that pole and go all the way up to 20 feet, which 20 feet plus the height off of the ground, probably 22 feet in the air. And that will get it up, not above every tree, but higher, less chance of being blocked and everything. Around here, I don't really need to do that, so I keep it short so that there's less tension when the wind blows and stuff. Less chance of it blowing off. Now, if there's a huge storm comes along with lots of heavy wind, I'll take it down because I don't know how those magnets might not hold. But so far, it all works. It works when it rains. It works when it's cloudy. Like I was saying, when the TV will dumb down a little bit sometimes, it dumbs down more often when it's raining. But that's the same way with DirecTV and Dish Network. Whenever the dish gets a lot of rain and it's real heavy rainstorms and stuff, a lot of times it'll knock those systems out too. So with that, I'm happy with it, and hope you enjoyed this video. So with that, I'm gonna sign off for now, and I'll be back sometime later with another video. We'll be traveling here before too long. When it starts getting hot here in Texas, we'll be packing up and going somewhere cool. The weather has been perfect around here. Springtime in Texas is gorgeous. I guess 75 degrees today and a light breeze, and it gets down to 50 at night, 55 at night, stuff like that. So it's really been really nice weather. So we'll be heading out, traveling around the country and doing whatever. And if I get that job up in Wisconsin, I'll go do that. If I don't, then we'll be packing up the bus and heading to Colorado or someplace, or Utah, or who knows, somewhere cool. So with that, y'all take care. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time, okay? Adios.